Guys, y'all lucky I ain't tired, and I'm here to do a little brow tutorial. I'm gonna try to finish it and do it as fast as possible. Put it together for y'all to see. Let's go. So, at first I was using pencil, and then I moved up to the dip brow. But honestly, I still like pencil. We're gonna start like beginners because we all beginners, if that makes sense. So the dip brow and the pencil are the same color. The brand is NYX, and the shade name is called Espresso. So I'm gonna make sure I do one of each, so one pencil and then one dip brow, just just to see, because people have their preferences, but I like pencil because it's better and it's easier. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the pencil. Okay, so we'll start as brushing. Let me use a little mirror. So we'll start with brushing eyebrows, brushing it. I don't know why, but I just like doing that. But just always brush it to get the little pelitos out of the way. Okay, so then we're gonna go and start with outlining our brow. Okay, so I'm gonna show you like so. Okay, and and if you mess up, it's okay, because concealer is literally the eraser of your life. Is this too dark? It's okay, brush it. Guys, this is a tan that I had a little sticker, a little tattoo sticker. I went to Puerto Rico and it gave me a little bit of tan. If you can see it gave me a tan throughout. Okay, so you after you do the bottom line, after you underline it, okay, period. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna start from the end. So you're gonna fill all the little gaps in that you have. So what I like to do, I like to whoop, swoop, close that in, then I like to basically outline the top. Okay, then over here I don't really do too much because it's supposed to look natural and it's supposed to be like an ombre look. Okay, so let me stop talking too much, because I know I be watching YouTubers sometimes and I be like, okay, get to the point. But honestly, I see why they talk, because it's like, it's mad awkward just to like be like quiet. Okay, so then what I like to do, I like to brush everything so it could blend, see, it'll come together. Don't be scared if it don't come together. Trust me, it'll come together. So I like to brush this, even though if I didn't do anything here, I always like to brush it, because never know. For me, like, just brush all of that. Make sure you get all of that. Boom, we done with that, right? See, it look a little but it's okay. You can automatically fix it with concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead with my concealer. The shade is caramel. This is by Maybelline New York. Okay, eraser, just think of it like that, because concealer is literally an eraser. But anyways, yeah, don't be scared to mess up, because there be times that you will, but like, the eraser will save your life, because that's what it do. And then after that, you're gonna outline your your brow again, just like just how you did with that pencil. You're gonna do it with the concealer. Sorry if I'm looking this way, I just have to, because there's a mirror like right there and I don't want to mess up. See how easy that was? So you basically just, it's not really rocket science, but I do know, like, when I first started, you know, you get better throughout the time as well. So, you know, I remember when I used to walk around here with like eyebrows half blended. And I'm like, damn. And my feet and my female friends used to let me walk out the house like that. Like, why would you do that to me? Um, However, I would recommend people to get like different type of shading of concealer because um winter time just makes you lighter and summertime just makes you darker. But anyways, then you're gonna do the same on the top, you know. Period. Just make sure to be a little bit careful at the top because um the top brow, like the top part of your brow can make you look different, and you if you try to change anything, like, listen, your brow's not supposed to be looking like twins. They're supposed to definitely look like cousins, but it's okay. It's cool. It's okay. Some people like their brows thicker. I personally just outline my natural brow because it just makes sense. Then I'm gonna make sure that it don't have a lot of concealer on it, and I'm just gonna, like, you know, do this to it just cause I don't know, I feel like it creates like a little ombre look to it. And then we're gonna go ahead and brush it. I just like to brush this little area. I just like to brush this little area right here because it just gives me an ombre kind of look, you see? Period. But I like to use my fingers to blend it in, or you could just use like a,
Okay. But anyways, you can use either your finger. I used to use my finger because why not, right? It there. Then I would like blend everything out here, here. I'm doing it so aggressively, but guys, it is currently about 2 something in the morning, and I'm not tired, so I just decided to do this. Why not, right? Boom. See? Check me out. Alright, now we're gonna move to the dip brow. Dip brow is like the least of my favorite, but you always have to try new things, right? Okay. So now we're gonna brush this up. I do recommend you brushing your brows up for the brow because it would make a lot of sense. But let's get started. This is a shade Espresso once again, from NYX. Okay, I like my little NYX things because oh, this is a whole. I was putting eyeliner. Like, what am I doing? They look the same, eyeliner and they just look the same. But just make sure to get that NYX. Make sure it says NYX. Okay, vamos para allá. I like to get a little bit, not too much, because if I get too much, then you never know what you're gonna look like. You don't know if you're gonna look like a clown or if you're gonna look like an Instagram model. Alright, let's get to it. Then for this is the same concept, just a little lighter. So just make sure to go very, very light with the brow because this is it's a very pigmented thing, and I like to be careful with it because it's just like paint. It's literally like paint. You see how easy that is, and then how pigmented it is at that. Because with the pencil, you could go as heavy. You could be as heavy-handed as you want. Like for the people you ever went to school with kids who literally press hard as hell on their papers? Yeah, that's what the pencil is literally for, beginners, And it's okay because I personally use the pencil all the time. It's for me. It makes sense. It there. And then the dip brow is for like lightweight hands or people who are literally lightweight. But for me, if it's quick and fast, I say use that pencil. But if you're like trying to go extravaganza, use that dip brow for real. I don't know, it just makes more sense. And my brows, everybody's brows are different, but my brows have a weird way of growing, and they grow upwards, like a fish. Like the end of this, if I was never to like cut it or like clean around it, it'll grow like a fish tail. So I have a fish tail right here, and then the rest of my hair goes down, which is like really weird, but that's just how it goes. Feel me? Like, okay. So over here, I like to go with my natural way of how it grows because it makes sense. So you're gonna just shade in, but don't do that shit too dark, you see, because I'm already fucking up. um, just make sure to shade in everything. So you're gonna just close in. Sorry, because it's not focusing. You're just gonna close in your brows. You're gonna close in your brows and shade it in. Or if you want, you could comb your brows down. If you can't like shade it in, you comb your brows down and then you shade it in like so. Oh, sorry. Shade it in like so. And then you dip it again and then you go on the top. Like I said, I see a lot of females like touching this or like the beginning of the brow. Don't touch this, mama. Leave that alone. Like, yeah, just leave it alone. So just like shade it in like so. Boop, 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 boop. Leave this alone. If you don't have no hairs here, then do it. But if you do, just leave it alone. Like for real. Then you're gonna go ahead with the brush, and you're gonna like brush everything. You know, brush it upwards. I say brush it upwards because it just makes more sense. Brush it upwards. Boop. Then you're gonna go ahead with the concealer, and you're gonna erase your mess. Okay. Erase the mess that you created. Then you're gonna go ahead and outline the same way you just did your brows. So basically, you just basically doing the same thing over and over again with different things. Like, you messed up, clean it. I make it seem easy because really, I be doing this shit a lot. I don't know. I literally sat myself down and started practicing because nobody gonna beat your face as good as you will beat your face yourself. If that makes any type of sense. Boop. Then you can do the same thing on the top. See? Yeah, you know. Then you can try to like cut this out because you don't need a long wing for nothing. Like, you literally don't need it. Okay. Then you're gonna go ahead and you can go over any little thing that you feel like you missed on the other brow. I like to go over it because what if I miss something, you know? Then I go ahead and I blend it out with the little brushy that I got going on. Excuse my Vaseline on my lips, but you know, it is cold outside and your lips gotta be moisturized, as it can be. Then you do it at the top as well, so you blend in the top really good. See, it's time for me to get a new concealer because I want to Puerto Rico caught that tan, and look how my forehead looks now. Looks a little rough. But y'all get the gist though, right? So I like to take the blended brush, or the brush that has everything that's blended in. More of the story is you can use the brush that you blend the concealer with to blend the beginning of the brow. You know, let me get a little closer. You know, get that in there. Yeah, it's time for me to get a new concealer because I got a little tanned. I got a little darker. Okay. Boop. Yeah, mira. You can't really tell the difference. The only difference I would say is that this one is like darker than that one, but it's because it's so pigmented. The dip brow is so pigmented. Then the pencil's more like a light thing. So for me, like, I like the pencil more because it's lighter. you don't feel anything. Like, it's not like, oh, I feel it heavier than, the other, because it feels the same, So I did this side with the pencil, and then this side with the brow. Okay, so if y'all want to take a picture of it so y'all can see, there it is. Yeah, it's pretty much one of the most easiest things. I don't know, it's easy, but I do say that practice does make perfect, because it takes time, and when you practice, and I don't know what the fuck I'm saying right now, but when you practice, what I'm saying is, like, when you practice over and over again, it will be, like, easier, and it will make sense. And another thing, like, you can measure, so, like, the end of your brow, like, the end of that brow should not be, like, all the way over here. Like, this side should end as right here. Like, it should end right here. But everybody's eye length is different. That, it's supposed to be equal to that. So if it's past, like, if it's past this, then erase it, delete it for me. Like, just take the concealer and chop it off, But these are how I do my natural brows. I don't know how else to explain it, but they look good. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Depends how it is, but these are dumb. And that's how it is.